Hello friends, welcome to engineering tutorial. So we will continue our discussion with Thevenin Theorem, the application of Thevenin Theorem, and so far we have discussed around 5 questions related to it. So this is the sixth question, okay, and this is the circuit which is given. It has been asked to find the Thevenin equivalent circuit, that is VTH and RTH, across the points 1 and 2. Okay, so these are the two important parameters when it comes to Thevenin theorem. So let us do. So first we'll find VTH and then we'll go for RTH. Okay, so if we see this circuit, if we think what kind of a circuit analysis technique can we apply here so that our calculations they become simple, then if you notice this 1 ampere current source and 6 ohm resistance, they are connected in parallel. So we can convert it into a series format by using source transformation. Source transformation, we all know that a current source in parallel with a resistor can be converted into a voltage source in series with the same resistor. But here the voltage is simply IR and they are interchangeable. This circuit can also be converted back into this form. This is source transformation. We have discussed about these things. You can check all these videos in the circuit theory playlist. Okay, so this is source transformation. So here this 1 ampere current source in series with 6 ohm resistance can be converted into, this voltage will be 1 into 6, that is 6 volt, and this R will be 6 ohm. We can convert it. This will make the calculations very easy, simplify the circuit. So 6 volt and 6 ohm in series. So let us redraw the circuit. This much portion, 1 ampere and 6 ohm becomes 6 volt in series with 6 ohm. Then as usual, minus plus, this is 14 volt, this is 14 ohm, then 3 ampere, and then 5 ohm. 1, 2. Okay. Another important thing is the polarity. Here the direction of the arrowhead, the point where this arrowhead is going, that will be plus, the lower side will be minus. If the arrowhead would have been downwards, then it would have been minus plus, because current always flows from positive to negative. I have discussed all these things in the source transformation video. You can check that out. Okay. Now here what most of the students do, they see that this current source and this resistor, they are also in the same format in parallel. So let us do source transformation here also. But please do not do that, because we have to find out the VTH and RTH across these two terminals. Means the terminal essentially means the voltage drop across this 5 ohm resistor. So when you convert it in that way, the circuit properties will do not change any properties related to the point where we have to find out VTH and RTH, because it will unnecessarily complicate the circuit. So we'll not make any change here. We'll keep it as it is. So let us find out VTH first. Let's say the voltage here is VTH. it means here also it will be VTH, here also it will be VTH. Let us use a different color pen. Here it will be VTH, here it will also be VTH, because there is no resistor involved in between, so that there will be any drop. So we can easily apply nodal analysis here to find VTH. Let us assign the current directions like this. Here this can be thought of 6 volt and 14 volt, they're in the same order, sign is same, minus plus minus plus. We can think of it as a 20 volt voltage source. 14 plus 6 is 20 volt, and this resistor 6 ohm and 14 ohm are in series, so we can combine it to form a single resistor, that is 20 ohm. 6 volt plus 14 volt 20 volt single voltage source, 6 ohm plus 14 ohm 20 ohm single resistance. So if we apply nodal analysis here, we can write it as 6 volt plus 14 volt, they are in the same order, minus plus minus plus. So 20 minus 6 ohm plus 40 ohm, which is 20 ohm. Sorry, 20 minus VTH by 20. Okay, this is the current direction which you have assumed, 20 minus VTH by 20. 20 volt minus VTH by 20 ohms. Okay, then this is the only incoming current towards the node, the remaining are outgoing currents. This is 3 plus VTH by 5. Okay, that implies 1 minus VTH by 20, this 20 by 21 minus VTH by 20 is 3 plus VTH by 5, or we can write it as 3 minus 1, that is 2, we have taken the 1 to this side, is equal to minus VTH by 5 minus VTH by 20, which is equal to, if we take 20 as LCM, it will be minus 4 VTH minus VTH, which is equal to minus 5 VTH by 20, which is equal to minus VTH by 4. So 2 is equal to minus VTH by 4, or VTH is equal to minus 8 volt. So VTH, we calculate it as minus 8 volt. So here what means that the magnitude is 8 volt, but the minus sign, it means that the polarity of VTH, which we assumed, it is the opposite of that. It is plus here, minus here. Okay, we assume plus at the top, minus at the bottom. As per that, we got minus 8 volt. So it means the opposite of that. Magnitude stays the same, 8 volt, but the sign, the polarity is opposite. So no need to worry about that. Okay, VTH is minus 8 volt. Now we have to determine the RTH. Okay, so RTH will be we have to open circuit the current sources, short circuit the voltage sources. So it is for that, here just remove all that. For RTH, we have to open circuit the current sources, short circuit the voltage sources. Here also you have to short circuit it, because they are independent. This is open circuited. So here now RTH is 6 ohm and 40 ohm are in series, and the resultant is in parallel with 5. So it is 6 plus 14 parallel 5, which is 20 parallel 5, which is 20 into 5 by 20 plus 5, which is 25, which is 100 by 25, which is 4 ohms. So RTH is 4 ohm. VTH we calculated it as minus 8 volt. RTH as 4 ohm. So we solved the question. Okay, VTH is minus 8 volt, RTH is 4 ohm. So the Thevenin equivalent circuit across these 2 points 1 and 2 is this is 4. This is RTH, this is VTH. This is the Thevenin equivalent circuit across terminals 1 and 2. So this is the 6th question. So you have to just be careful about the current directions which you assign, the circuit analysis technique which you decide for a particular circuit. In some cases mesh analysis is the suitable procedure. Not suitable, it means it will save you time. As per a design of a particular circuit analysis technique will be handy. Then here we found out that if we apply source transformation, then the circuit will become much simple. Okay, and then we applied nodal analysis and like that. So you have to just figure out, and the more problems you practice, the more questions you practice, the easier it will get for you. You will be quick to decide which circuit analysis technique, which circuit theorem will be applicable for this circuit, so that I can get the answer in a quick way. Okay, so this is the questions which we have discussed related to Thevenin's theorem. So I hope you like this video, and please subscribe my channel Engineering Tutorial for more such videos related to electrical, electronics, instrumentation and communication engineering. Have a great day. Thank you very much.